Hello everyone. You must have heard that silence is a powerful tool in communication. However, silence doesn't mean being laconic, that is, speaking less or not speaking at all. We are in constant communication with our universe, with ourselves, as well as with people around us. And more often than we know, silence has a major role to play. But have you experienced this? That someone stops speaking to you or stays quiet for long without responding to anything you say? There is a famous saying that we may not remember the words of our enemies, but we will surely remember the silence of our friends. Well, such kind of silence surely leads to pain and disappointment. But just as words can heal or hurt, so can silence. So let's take a look at silence in communication in two ways: negative silence and positive silence. That is bad silence and good silence. Well, bad silence is more of a barrier to communication rather than a tool. In my previous video, we have seen psychological barriers and the way communication gets disrupted. Well, bad silence is a major symptom of psychological barriers. Bad silence could be passive or active. The passive form of bad silence could be due to this is silence in the passive form. A person doesn't refrain from communicating actively. However, there just occurs a lack of communication due to one of the factors that we have seen. It leads to non-productivity, hampers growth, and could have a negative effect on one's personality. Silence in the active form is severe. It usually ends relationships and could be used to harm others. Let's look at some of the reasons for bad silence in the active form. People who resort to using the bad type of silence are usually victims themselves, because no reciprocation from their end leads to building up of walls and cutting off from people. And we all know that communication is life. But even though silence could have such terrible consequences, there are many positive aspects of silence. In fact, it is one of the most powerful tools to build positive communication in our day-to-day life. So today let's look at what good silence is. Good silence is the key to existence, clarity of thought, and perfect interaction. How many of you know the anagram of the word silent? If we jumble up the letters, what word do we get? Now, just as listening is a skill, staying silent is a skill too. In my previous video, I spoke about the importance and types of listening. Listening is the essence of good silence. So now let us take a look at the factors of good silence. Awareness. To be aware is to know and sense things around us. Silence leads to an increased sense of awareness and helps to receive and perceive information from all that is around us. There are three aspects to awareness. Listening. What are the sounds in the environment you love listening to? And who are the people you listen to each day? Listening carefully increases the power of awareness within us. Observing. Seeing is experience in itself. From a small flower in the garden to people traveling in a crowded train, watching the world silently, observing without analyzing or judging, could also deepen our sense of awareness. Understanding. Very often we can be aware of something that cannot be heard or seen. An unspoken emotion, an unseen reality, a distant phenomenon. The more intuitive we are, the better can we comprehend the environment or a situation within it. So through sight, sound and other senses, we can become aware of all communication in the deeper sense. The next factor is appreciation. Appreciation involves three aspects. Acceptance. It is only when we accept the communication we receive that we can savor it. We won't get the taste of food by just keeping it in our mouth. And just as we have to chew the food to taste it, we have to process what we sense around us in order to appreciate its worth. Attention. During the process of accepting communication, we have to be attentive to small details. The tone of voice, the expressions, efforts involved, medium used, and the actions made are all details we should pay attention to in silence. For example, we can appreciate a story being narrated to us not by adding our own thoughts and character to it, but by just putting ourselves in the place of the character. Memory. Memory is what helps recall similar communication situations and integrate them into a larger whole. We can silently appreciate a lot of things by connecting them to better or worse situations in the past. Appreciation involves giving time, energy, and space to whatever we are receiving from our surroundings. The third factor is action. Action involves efforts made to pause, be patient, and receive communication for a true purpose. Whenever we silently wait and have patience to listen to a complete lecture or watch a complete performance, read a book fully, spend long hours observing nature, we are actively involved in the communication process and in turn communicate our eagerness and willful presence in that situation. We communicate in the moment. We communicate continuously and also to a great effect. These factors don't always work individually. They are extremely effective when combined together, and we can analyze the effect of combining these factors as follows. Awareness and appreciation is linked with our soul. It involves our very existence. For example, when we listen to the sounds of the universe or the voice of God speaking to us and simply stay silent, it creates a deep sense of awareness and appreciation of our own life and the universe. Appreciation and action is linked with our mind. It involves our thoughts and self-perception. For example, when we contemplate or reflect, or when we silently, patiently, and willfully accept and appreciate a piece of art or a story or a speech by not being judgmental and impatient. In the image, we see a lady communicating to the guitarist that he is truly talented and the music is extremely enjoyable by just being silent as he plays. Awareness and action is linked with our heart and is very effective in interpersonal relationships. It involves our feelings and level of affection. There is a famous saying that true friendship is sitting in silence and feeling like it was the best conversation you ever had. When we sense what another feels and patiently stay around without even having to speak too much, itself communicates our concern, understanding, and love in a powerful manner. It must have been easy to relate to the factors of silence. Have you ever paid attention to the voices in your own head? I say voices because most experience at least two voices. It's like as if you are speaking to your counterpart. But do you know that true silence involves silencing these voices in your own brain? Well, if you haven't tried it out, then consciously try it out today. And to sum up, I'd like to share, as the saying goes, that I've begun to realize that you can listen to silence and learn from it. What about you?